Hey YouTube, I'm Marcus from Heading 2. I hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day. From time to time on our channel, we're going to be uploading an extra video where we just pick a plugin and do a little bit of a demonstration about how it works, what you might use it for, and some of its settings. Today we're going to look at the free Instagram feed plugin, which allows you to put an Instagram feed, your own Instagram feed, on a page in your site really easily with a short code. Alright, let's hop in and take a look. Alright, let's take a look at that Instagram feed plugin. And we're going to go ahead and add it to the Heading 2 website because that just makes it nice and easy. But I am going to use my personal Instagram account just because there are more posts so we can take a peek. But first things first, let's head on to the back end of our website. Let's scroll down to plugins and hit add new. And we'll go ahead and find the Instagram feed plugin. And it's going to be this one with kind of the old Instagram looking logo, but let's install that. It takes a second and we'll hit activate. And there's not much to see other than you get an Instagram feed option over in the side menu. So let's click on that and take a peek at what we have. And we don't have any Instagram accounts connected yet, so this actually does it really easily. That's really nice because we can hit this connect an Instagram account button and it'll actually head over to Instagram and allow us to log in with the account that we want to use. Now I'm going to use the Novice Shutterbug, like I said, so we have a little bit more content to look at. But let me hit continue, and that'll actually authorize our site to use that Instagram account. You'll see after just a second it shows up in here under Instagram accounts. Now before we get to too much else, I'm just going to go ahead and head down here to the bottom and hit save changes, and then I'm going to go hop right over to display your feed. Just to show how impossibly easy this is, you just take this shortcode right here and copy it, and we'll just create a new page for this Instagram account to show on, and let's title this our Instagram. And then let's add a shortcode block here in the new Gutenberg editor. I will paste that and let's just hit publish. And you'll see our page. And without doing a whole lot of anything, you can see that it's already displaying, let's see, I don't know, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of 4, 20 Instagram posts, my last 20 Instagram posts on the Novice Shutterbug. But we can go ahead and customize that as well. Let's see the load more button here. We've got a follow on Instagram button, and all of this can get customized. So let's head back into the back end and slide back down to Instagram feed, and let's scroll down on the configure and see what we end up with here. So we have preserving settings when the plugin's removed. I'll leave that off, and it'll check for posts every hour. That's just to see how often it needs to be updated. And then an ad for Instagram Feed Pro, which we're not going to worry about right now. Let's hop over into customize so you can change the width of the feed. I'm going to go ahead and leave that at 100%. The height, let's let it be what it wants to be. And you do have some different layout options if you do upgrade to Pro. But for the free version, it's just the grid, so we'll just leave it at that. Let's pick a different number of photos. Maybe let's drop that down to 12, and we'll do them in columns of 3, just so they're a little bit bigger. And let's give these a little bit more padding in between. And you could do that in CSS as well, but we'll just go ahead and set that here. Don't know why you would want to disable a mobile layout, so we'll leave that unchecked, and I'll hit save. And let's head back to our page, which is our Instagram, and let's just go ahead and view it. And you can see that now that we've saved, it's added my bio from that account underneath the username there. And we have our 3-column layout of 12 images. We still have the load more, and if I click on that, it'll load 12 more from the Instagram feed, and we have the follow button at the bottom still. So let's head back in and take a peek at a couple more settings and see what else we can do. I'll hop back over to customize, And let's scroll down. So photos, you can change the sort order from newest first to oldest or just random. You can change the image resolution, so why not? Let's just make that medium for now. There's some pro options here for the hover style and carousel. I'll skip past those since we're just looking at the free version for now. The header is where I have the account info. You can decide to show it or hide it entirely and change the size. I'm going to go ahead and pump it up, but then I'm going to turn off the bio text so that just goes away, and hit save changes. And let's scroll back down past that and see what else we can do. You can change some caption settings, some like and comment settings, some lightbox settings. Here's our load more button. You know what, I'm actually going to turn the load more button off, and we'll save that in a second. And the follow button I'm going to leave on, but I want to change the background color to our heading 2 color. So it's this red color, and I'll just change this to follow Marcus on Instagram, and a couple of other filtering and moderation things that you can do with the pro version, and they've given you some JavaScript and CSS boxes that you could go ahead and write in, which I would not suggest doing. I would add that to your theme. And some other options down here. You're using an Ajax powered theme. I'm going to leave that unchecked for now. Some of these defaults here for caching I would just leave as is, and then disabling icon font and changing the icon method. I'll just leave those at the defaults as well. Let me hit save changes on that, which will save everything, and then we'll head back to our page and click on Instagram, and let's just view the page. Again, there's nothing to change on the page itself. All of the changes are set in the settings, and so now I have this is set to a slightly larger size, but the bio is gone. We still have our grid of 12 images, and now the follow on Instagram button is the same brand color as the rest of our heading 2 site. So last thing I'm going to take a look at is I'm going to head back into the feed and back to this display your feed tab. Now I only looked at this to begin with, but there are lots of things that you can do right within the shortcode to change the way that it looks, or even use multiple Instagram feeds from different accounts. But there's a whole table here, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but there are lots of parameters that you can change right within the shortcode. Some of them in the free version, some of them in the pro version, that will go ahead and change the way that your Instagram feed looks or behaves. So if you do end up getting this plugin and use it for Instagram, feel free to run through all of these and see all of the different things that you can do with your Instagram feed and your shortcode. And that's it. Well, that's it for this one. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications when we post new videos. And see you on Wednesday.